Good afternoon, happy Monday. My name is Truth or Shannon. Either way works for me, and I am a medicine woman and a transformational leader here to bridge the worlds of the earth. My dog is walking away from me. Here to bridge earth wisdom with this new technology age that we're living in, and haven't been on live in a while, mainly because I'm going through a huge transformation that's still brewing. And so typically I'll come in the middle of my transformation and share with you guys, but I'm waiting until some things are birthed before I come on more regularly. And hi Ray, it's nice to see you. I have my dog out at the park, so she's wanting to run around and play with other dogs, because who wouldn't want to run around and play with other dogs? Alrighty. I just wanted to come on and say hello. I didn't have any specific intention other than to share that I've been doing some really powerful work with people lately, and that involves shamanic healing as well as deeply integrative coaching and embodied intimacy work. And it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I love doing it. And the people that I work with experience huge transformations, both in their own lives and then in the lives of the people around them. Who is great to see you too, Ray. It's such a beautiful Monday, and I spend most of my time connecting with nature and connecting with myself and breathing and meditating and laughing and hanging out. And so coming on Facebook is a way for me to connect with people who I don't normally get to see in my day-to-day life happening here in Encinitas. And there wasn't really much that I wanted to share other than to say hello and presence myself in the Facebook realms. And if there's anything that you want to share, Ray, I'd love to hear from you as well. And yeah, who else is on here right now? Because Ray, just Ray and me, myself and Ray, like a ray of sunshine. Hi Ted, nice to see you, Ted. It's a beautiful happy Monday. Ted, it's nice to see you. I wish I could see, we could get in like a group chat and then all of our faces were together. That would be awesome. That would be fun. And we could all have a conversation where I'm not just the only one talking, but we're all talking together in this interweb community. That would be fun. Is there anything that anyone here who's watching this video has to share about their life thus far in this particular moment? Anything that's inspiring, or like any revelation about themselves that has been coming to them? Because I'm curious to hear. Revelations about myself. So I'm going to share a little bit about relationship, because I share about relationship a lot, and I do intimacy coaching work with people. And I'm constantly thinking about how to evolve my relationship with myself and deepen my relationship with myself. And also, therefore, deepening my relationship with all of life. And when I do intimacy coaching work, I often get people who are concerned about having really awesome relationships externally. And even though that for me is juicy and I love having amazing connections with people, I've found that the most glorious and integrative experience for myself is when I can learn about myself in a relationship with another. And instead of judging the relationship as having to be any certain way, as the person having to act any certain way or do any certain thing, or even be that which I think I want in relationship, when I let all of that go and I simply face my relationships as a result of, can I learn about myself deeper in this situation, and how can I face this situation so completely that I'm learning about myself and the ways in which I want to show up in love, in the ways that I want to show up in my life, and in the ways that I want to be treated inside. And it's kind of miraculous what I've experienced when I've let go of needing anyone to be any certain way. I've found a deep peace within myself where all of my relationships could be burning on fire and everyone in my life can be going through some chaotic experience and no one can show up for me and no one can be in a space of showing up for me, and I can still feel deeply anchored, grounded, connected, and like I have valuable connections in my life. And that's because I've utilized my experiences of connecting with others to learn about myself deeper. And ultimately, I'm my best friend. And as long as I'm my best friend, the relationships that I attract will be deeply nourishing. Whether or not they're challenging or whether or not they're blissful, they'll be nourishing because I'm my best friend. How do I do what? Can you ask, how do I do that? Which part? Because I was talking and not reading the comments. I think you're talking about how do I learn about myself in relationship. How do I do that? I'll wait for a second to see if you respond, and then if not, I'll just share on what I feel you're speaking of. I've had life, so how do I stay connected to myself when others aren't present? I think that's an ever evolving thing for me, is learning to anchor into myself. And it's always evolving because I'm always evolving. And so for me, I think the most valuable thing that I've learned and that has helped me and is still helping me, because I'm still learning about relationships and I'm still learning about myself. Like, I change all the time. I change every day almost. My ideas about who I am and what I need and what I want in life can change in a moment based on some new information that I've received. And so through I would say that the things that have helped me do this is the cultivated practices that I've done over time, as far as my meditation practices and my internal reflection practices, have helped me with this. I've practiced yoga, meditation, inner transformation work for 10 plus years now, and constantly represencing that it's about my own journey and that it's always an inside job, just constantly represencing this to myself and then looking at my life through that lens and constantly reminding myself of that has been what's helped me to remain in that space of connection even when others aren't present, because I remember through repetition, oh, it's about me. It's about my relationship with myself first. And then from that place, all of my connections are better seen in the truth of what they are, from the place of I understand that I am having an inside job. My job in life, my personal job, my job. And from that place, all other things transpire, but my job is to connect so deeply with myself that that foundation is unshakable. To connect so deeply with my essential self, the part of me that remains no matter what external situations are happening, to connect with that place so deeply that even amidst the most challenging experiences, whether or not I'm centered, whether or not I'm angry, whether or not I'm happy, I know that it's all coming from that place inside me, and that no one person can affect my sense of self so long as I am deeply rooted in myself. Now, myself isn't my identity, it isn't my personality, it isn't my temporary fluctuations of emotions and feelings and sensations. It's a part of me that is felt through all of life. One can call this connecting to the reality in which everything is one. Yeah, we have to love ourselves before we can love another. And to me, that is definitely true for me. The more I love myself, the more I unconditionally love other people. The more I see myself, the more I see other people, and other people are attracted to that presence and that love and that radiance of my innermost being and my connection with that innermost being. And I've noticed that it can go both ways. If I practice loving other people, I'm loving myself. If I practice accepting other people as they are, I'm accepting myself. And so I, in my life, have gone both ways. I've gone internally to accept. There's a bunch of motorcycles driving by. Hold on. I've gone internally and looked at the places in which I feel contraction and unacceptance of who I am, and I bring that to the light, and I learn and hold that in front of me like, oh, this place, I'm so ashamed. I'm going to bring that out, and I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to hold that in front of me and hold that with reverence. But as much as I can do that with my own inner experience, I've noticed that when I extend that same presence, that same attention, and that same love to someone outside of myself, I'm loving that part in myself. So, example, there's a person in my life that's very challenging. They're very erratic. They are all over the place, and they aren't consistent. Their feelings change, their thoughts change in every moment, and I can't really get a sense of stability around them. Like, who are they? What are they doing? La 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 la, right? I've loved myself deeper as a result of accepting them as they are, because there are moments in my life when I'm not locatable, when people are like, what's going on with her? She's so in the flow, she's doing her own thing. And so by me accepting this person as they are, I'm accepting myself and loving myself deeper. And so I've noticed it can go both ways. Build resilience within myself. What other practices do I do to help me build resilience within myself? It looks like no one's on the call right now. I love you're doing unconditional love. I am full moon drumming with Jaya. Yes! Drumming is nice. Well, what other practices do I do to help build resilience within myself? Meditation. Learning what it is that brings me a sense of joy and a sense of play. Play is what's helped me build resilience within myself. Allowing myself the time to play. Allowing myself and even scheduling out time to play. So if I have a daily schedule, I carve out time in my schedule that's playtime, where I'm just doing something that brings me deep joy. Because when I feel playful and connected to my joy, I feel more connected to myself, because that's a natural expression of myself, is this joyous love of life. And deep meditation practices. And my meditation practices have changed over time. As I've grown in life, I've gained different tools and I've tried them on, seen what I get out of them, try something else, see what I get out of it. And so meditation and playful activities have helped me build resilience within myself. And then having support, having the support of someone who can really understand and see where I'm at in a really deep way and receive where I'm at in a really deep way has helped me build resilience, because it's helped me learn to trust my own intuition and trust my own inner knowing. And the more that I've learned to trust my own inner knowing, the less I'm fazed by what happens outside. And so those are three things that have really supported me in my journey: is play and meditation and connecting with the guide who can really just reflect back to me through deep presence my own authentic truth. I love you guys. If there's anything you have to say about anything right now, please share. Some of the things that I've been up to lately is I'm creating a platform to bridge New Earth heart leaders with mainstream media. And I'm also, as far as the one-on-one work I do, sharing embodied intimacy coaching, which is really transformational container to help you connect with yourself even deeper and thus all of life. And I also provide one-on-one shamanic, deeply integrative bodywork healing sessions with people. And that definitely is something I do less frequently because it's a deep dive work. And so I'm offering some space for that right now if anyone is interested. And I love you guys, and if you're interested in clearing out the old so that you can just radiate your presence and your authentic expression, I'm here as a guide for that. And hi Ted, you're amazing, and your light has brought so much joy to my life. And I'm out for today unless anyone has anything else to say, and that's about it. Blessings. I'm here as a guide and a facilitator of deep inner transformation and loving yourself deeper and accessing the essential part of our nature that's always present so that we can radiate in all areas of our life. Love you guys. Reach out to me in a PM if you're interested.